I'm the Honest Coach. I coach girls on going from being nice to becoming bewitches in order to gain control over their life circumstances and relationships with men. I touched on this briefly in a video that I made yesterday, but I wanted to expand on it because I found it to be really helpful. Um, you really want to get in touch with, well, I always say the Bewitch method is really a method of discovery. Like, you're really just discovering yourself because for so long you've abandoned yourself and you've made other people more important. And so now we connect with ourselves and we grieve the loss of other people. So it's just reversing it. And then when we grieve the loss of them, we're in reality because now we're facing our abandonment wound. And I approach it all through your attention is on the relationship you're currently having and the guy is currently pulling away from you. Because when you're in a nice girl persona, you're only magnetically attracted to men that are allergic to closeness. And I explain that as they pull away or they even push you away with anger and criticism, that it actually has nothing to do with you, the individual. It actually has to do with just closeness. They have an aversion to closeness. They cannot be in relationships. So, something that I pinpointed yesterday for myself and I want to expand on is discovering how you like to be treated. Well, you may not know exactly how you like to be treated, but he treated you that way. That's how he got you to let your boundaries down. That's how he got you to be so close with him. And now he's abandoning you. So you're feeling all of that real stuff. That is really what you're carrying on a daily basis in your life. And so we want to get in touch with, well, how do you like to be treated? Well, he treated you that way. And I think it's helpful to come up with one word. I also think it's helpful to come up with one word when you say you decide how you want to feel. It usually is one word across every area of your life that you want to feel, in my experience. And so you want to discover how you like to be treated, and you'll only know how you like to be treated because he treated you that way in the beginning when he was treating you right and he was getting you to let your boundaries down and feel safe with him. And so you may not know how you like to be treated, but you can observe that that's how you liked to be treated, and that's what entered her into your body. And then you were a whole person. You were in your life. You were a whole person. And then he starts pulling away and you start splitting off again. So, how do you like to be treated is one word. I'll use an example, goddess. I think that's a great word. I like to be treated like a goddess. And now you get to lay that down. You get to say, I like to be treated like a goddess, and if you're not going to treat me like a goddess, then I'm probably not going to date you. I'm probably not going to move things forward with you. Now, this doesn't make you selfish, because recognizing how you like to be treated so that you can be in your body and be in your life, well, that's the mathematics of you. It's not about right or wrong. Oh, you want to be treated like a goddess? That's so arrogant. No, it's not. And the people who are telling you that it is are people who would rather have control over you or make you feel small to satisfy their own needs, or their own perceptions. And so, well, now your focus is you, right? So we don't look to other people for approval. So I want to be treated like a goddess. And I don't really care what anyone's opinion of it is. In fact, anyone's opinion that I don't have the right to feel like I deserve to be treated like a goddess in personal relationships doesn't matter to me, right? Because that goes against what I want. Anything that doesn't align with what I want, I ignore it. It's not in reality to me anymore. Only this is reality. I guarantee you there's men out there that not only you will be attracted to, but they will also treat you the way you like to be treated, and they won't take it personally. They won't say, oh, she's so arrogant and she only wants to be treated like a goddess. They'll be like, she only wants to be treated like a goddess. So that's how I treat her. That's how I keep her happy. Do you see the difference? Like, there's men who just don't have egos to show up for you. Those are the men you should go for. And there's tons of men out there that feel like you're supposed to be catering towards them, like there's some trophy. I don't want to go into this, but that's another aspect. It's not what I teach, but they're not a trophy. Your feelings and you get to be the center of your world now. I always say your feelings are your authority and your want is your priority. So try and get in touch with and discover how it is you like to be treated. I like to be treated like a goddess, you know? And now I know that. So anything that's not making me feel like this guy's going to treat me like a goddess, well, why would I participate with it? And I don't have to be nasty and mean and controlling. Just, I want to be treated like a goddess, whatever that means for you, right? And then all these other guys, I'm not going to do that. Cool, then you're not for me. You're not for me. It's the same thing I do with this content. I come here to work with this stuff the way that I work with it, how I choose to. I've gotten pushback before. It's literally 1%. But I've gotten pushback. You should do this and you should do that. And critical comments. And I block the accounts, I delete the comment, and I move on with my life. Like, it doesn't matter. You get to decide. You get to decide. You get to set your own boundaries. And you don't have to be nasty and mean. It's just like, okay, bye. I'm not going to play with someone who's going to try and drag me down. So you get to decide how you want to be treated. And you already like to be treated a certain way. And he intuitively figured it out. Like, the men that you're attracted to from a nice girl persona, they have the key. They have the key to you. And this is a process of discovering you. That's why we never take him away from her. We don't go no contact and we don't get all upset. We say, I love you because you're strong and you're tough and you're a fighter and you're so able, you're so handsome, and you're so attractive. But you're not treating me the way I like to be treated. You're not treating me like a goddess anymore. So I'm leaving you alone. But I still love you for all those reasons. Yeah, because he has the key. And also, he's not really responding to you. He's responding to his own wound. He's protecting himself by withdrawing from your closeness, from his own wound. You guys have the same wound. It just takes a different side of the coin. Right? Closeness makes him feel the way you feel when he's abandoning you. It's the same wound. It's just two different sides of the coin. So, anyways, get clear on how you like to be treated. And you don't even necessarily have to treat yourself that way. You should, but you don't have to. But at least knowing that, well, I'm not going to do anything with a man that's not going to make me feel like a goddess, because I know I like to feel like a goddess. And then any behavior I have that doesn't align with me being treated like a goddess by the men, I'm not going to involve myself in that behavior, because that behavior is not me. Do you see how it helps you even take accountability for yourself? So if you relate to the word goddess, you're a goddess, and you deserve to be treated like a goddess, and it doesn't make you bad because you want to be treated like a goddess. And somewhere out there's a man that will live his life to treat you the way you want to be treated, because it will make him so happy to have you in his life. And that's how men get you. Men get to have you in their life when they treat you the way you like to be treated. No exceptions. No exceptions. Blessed be.